If you want to know how magic works, you just simply have to look to health. I know, this sounds weird, but follow me. Anytime you get a headache, what do? You drink water and go lay down, and the body fixes it instantly, right? You get a bad tummy ache, you overate something. Oh, my stomach hurts. Okay, well, go lay down, let it digest. Boom, it comes out. You feel better. Instant manifestation. If that's not magic, then please tell me what it is. Welcome back to Along the Spiritual Journey. So, I am one of these people where I love talking about the universe in a way that is much more meta. I'm going to say in the hippy dippy world. That's more fun to say. I won't use any big words. But I like just talking about things that we as humans know we don't create. We are so convinced that we create everything. Yes, there are physical things that manifest through our thoughts that then we write down into tangible blueprints and then we do the tangible work. Yes, but we don't create any of the elements that we use to create these things. We take it from the earth, which has already created it, which is why we have synthetic things made out of plastic and all this other stuff that hurts the earth because it's not natural to the earth, right? This is why natural elements of the earth are cost so much because they're a natural resource. This is why it's important to take care of Mother Earth, right? This is magic when you plant a seed in the earth and then out of nowhere, this little seed, this little thing that was hard and doing nothing, you plant into the earth out of nowhere, it sprouts into this huge plant. And then it's planting and blossoming in flowers, and now it has fruit and things that are edible. This is magic, people. I know. It's hard because we've been taught that magic is this thing that is supposed to be instant. But let me tell you this, we see instant manifestations all the time. We call them a miracle, but we see it happen all the time. That is magic to me. I know a lot of people want to give it different names and they want to give it different terminologies, but at the end of the day, there is an energy that exists beyond us, more than us, bigger than us, smaller than us. It's all parts of us. And all we have to do is play along. We spend so much time fighting magic and fighting our reality that is magical that we then, because think about it this way, someone created our society and then created the structure of society to say, this is how you use your magic. What does that mean? You're born, now you go to school, then they teach you these things to go do this job to create a product for them because that's magic. And they found a way to produce it so that you don't have to because you can just go out and buy it. I don't mind buying my magic sometimes because you know what? It's nice for to order something and have it show up on the door. But I'm also one of those people where I also love to know how to create. I want to know how to actually work with the natural elements of the earth, and I want to know how to take care of myself. So I'm really into healthcare, and I'm really into mental health and physical health and all these different elements of health because I know that we're all going to pass one day, but that doesn't mean that this experience has to be horrible until then. So we learn. In the meantime, we utilize what we have, but we keep learning and giving back. That's when we talk about manifestation. When people say, I manifested this thing, I tried, I did all these. I mean, at the end of the day, you can do chants and you can write and these all work. None of this is not saying it's not real. It's just saying make it a plan. May it be mental, may it be digital, may it be physical with pen and paper. Just make a plan. And as long as that plan is somewhere in the ethers, because remember, we are a part of the ethers. We're breathing in this air. We don't even know where air comes from, but we know we need it. And we breathe it in every day and we don't question it. That's magic. We drink water. We don't really know where water comes from. We say, oh, it rains down from the atmosphere. Okay, great. But where is this down coming from? Can we prove it, prove it, prove it? And then it goes back to the oceans. But they say we can't drink the oceans. What is water? I don't know, but for now it's magic because it keeps me alive. This is the point in my mind of being playful, not forgetting that it's okay to laugh and just be like, be weird, sound weird. You're not always supposed to be perfect. You're not always supposed to sound right to everyone. You don't share every thought with everyone. But the thing about thoughts are, they're a structure that were created from your emotions. And if your emotions are from a place of trauma, that thought's going to go dark. If your emotions are from a place of healed and divine growth, it's going to be happy, happy, happy all the time. Do you get it? This is why I tell people, like, if you go to a city and a suburb, you can see the difference. If you grew up in the suburb and you're happy, happy, happy all the time and you don't see anything that's dark or messed up, you're not going to believe it's real because where you live, it doesn't happen, right? And in the city, you're just living your life, but crazy stuff happens in the city and people just are like a little bit nuttier for some reason. And you telling people these stories and they're like, how is that real? That's not possible. And so you have to know, like, these are different levels of magic. When you're around a bunch of people, there's more concentrated magic, so a lot more happens. When you're further away from people, it takes a little longer. But it doesn't mean that you don't get to experience natural magic, which is nature and earth and trees and animals. This is why when you meet someone who's from the country, they're like, I love natural magic because it just happens and it's a beautiful one. Man's magic is cool, but it's so constructive and manipulated, and it always has some weird byproduct that ruins everything. May it be an actual oil or may it be someone's bad mood or emotions. That's the thing about humans. We're unpredictable. So it's important to know what type of magic you believe in. And so for me, I choose to believe in emotional magic, which is saying if I wake up today and I acknowledge my emotions, I can get through this mood a lot faster. Trust me, I'm not happy all the time. My natural disposition is happy, joyful, cheerful. I don't know why. That's just who I am. But when I have days when I'm sad, and it happens, I go from really happy to really depressed. And people can label what they want, but for me, I just know that that time is meant for me to be down, and I have it. But while I'm down, I talk to myself the whole way through it. I don't just let myself sit there. I don't just let myself stay in the dark there. I always keep talking to myself, physically out loud. When I'm depressed and I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, oh, and I don't, it's like, it's okay, Juwan. It's okay. It's okay. You're going to be fine. Just get through it. And I talk to myself like, I know, but I'm really, oh. And I'm like, feel it. Feel yourself through it. Feel yourself through it. And instantly, magic. I feel better because a thought that makes me happy or something that I'm grateful for or something that I know that I worked so hard to get and attain and I have it makes me proud of myself. And then I'm back to where I gotta go. That's what magic is. It's just simply playing with the energies. People are going to use it for evil, people are going to use it for good. I'm not here to try to stop anyone from anything because I'm a bridge keeper. And a bridge keeper simply does their job of holding the two halves together because I understand that both are needed. Both have a byproduct. If you're too happy, somebody's going to break and crack and go dark. And if you're too dark, someone's going to crack and break and go happy because it's just impossible to get away from. I use this example with Paris and Tupac. It's the same thing. When you've been through something so much, you fight to get out of it, to be seen as yourself. And the people and the things around you are not going to trust it, believe you. They're not going to understand it, but it's okay. It just means they don't believe in magic like you do. So for all those people like me who believe in magic, do not stop believing in anything that you want to believe in is possible. Believe me, anything you want to believe in is possible. Now, will it happen in your lifetime? Maybe. Will it happen after your lifetime? Possibly. Will it happen to you? Maybe. Will it happen to someone near you? Maybe. When it does, be happy either which way because that means you called in the energy to be in that state, that place, that you get to live in that part of magic where you're like, you know what? It didn't happen for me, but it happened to people I care about and it's happening around me. And as long as I get to see that it exists, I know we're on the right path, right? That's who I am. I don't know other people, but for me, I'm like, as long as it's happening, it makes me happy. Because do you know how many lifetimes our ancestors lived and didn't get to see this stuff happen? Causes they fought for that they never get to have, and we get to have them. So I know people want you to be mad, but just find ways to make yourself happy within the magical world of the universe that we live in and create your own